The whole thing.
we got someone in the chat here. Hey guys, how are you? This is from Michael Tsatsulis. How do you figure we are in a FOMO environment over the next weeks, months? First resistance is 114, 116.
Yeah, so we got resistance up there. So yeah, around all the way up to that level. We have a daily level here at 109 that we're going to be reaching. I think we're going to reach that, I think, by tomorrow. We'll see. I suspect by tomorrow. And then when we zoom out further, the next levels up will be over here at the top of the range would be 120. Yeah, 120. So anywhere in between the all-time highs, 112 and 120, we can definitely be in as of tomorrow or this week. So absolutely. The reason why, I brought this up last week. We had potentially what might have been the beginning of World War III, as far as anybody knew. And Bitcoin only fell to 99,000. All right? I don't know what more bullishness you need than that. Forget Bitcoin Conference 2025. Forget Michael Saylor's prediction of 13 million Bitcoin. Forget Anthony Popliano and every podcast he ever does. They thought World War III might be happening. And Bitcoin kind of fell. And then bounced back up. All right? We're hella bullish, folks. We're hella bullish. There's stealth QE happening right now. We don't have time to go into that today, but stealth QE is happening right now where the central banks are pumping liquidity into the system in order to keep things going. Why? Because things are going badly. Things are going bad. But when do we make money? When things go badly. I don't know how to tell you this. There's no two ways about it. When things go well, your stocks go nowhere, your assets go nowhere, your bags don't get pumped. It's when things go badly. Remember the COVID. Remember the lockdowns.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour.
Nope. Wrong one.
Oh, it would have been good if you
remember the COVID. Remember the lockdowns.
If you didn't mess it up, yeah. Good question, Michael. Thank you for asking that. So how do we figure you are in a FOMO environment over the next few weeks, months? Okay, I guess because rocky roads ahead.
Well, this is what I'm enjoying. Actually, I like this cycle more than I enjoyed the last two cycles, because what we're not seeing is participation with the altcoins. Remember, last go around we had NFTs.
Yes.
Long-lasting NFTs. The NFTs be praised and hailed.
Never understood it.
And we also had a bunch of meme coins, but before that we had the whole Ethereum, all the coins that were being pumped up everywhere there, right? The Safe Moons, actually no, Safe Moon was last time. We had a bunch of meme coins that were pumped up. Altcoins, sorry, not meme coins, altcoins. All the video game tokens, all the social tokens. You're talking about Rally, you're talking about Axis, you're talking about all these different things. They're gone. I don't even notice they're gone. NFTs, no one's really talking about them anymore. And you had at the beginning of this cycle, you had the whole pump.fun on Solana. Trump coin, Melania coin, all that sort of thing. But we're not really getting any euphoria now. Right? We're not getting any euphoria.
We're mature now.
No, we're at the beginning.
Oh.
People think we're halfway through the cycle. We are not. We are at the beginning. People go, I guess maybe this time euphoria is not going to be there. Excuse me, have you been recently human? Excuse me, do you not know how people work? Are you crazy? Oh, people won't do the same thing this time. Excuse me. Yes, they will. They absolutely will. Right? So they are pumping money into the system. It's happening through repo. It's happening through SLR constraints changes. It's happening through secret $46 billion buyer of bonds. I wonder what happened. We had such a bad response to the bond auction, and the day after, $46 billion of bonds were purchased. The stock market is going to go up and to the right. it needs to go up and to the right. And if it costs the livelihood of every person who's not exposed to the markets, and they have to siphon out all life out of everything and exacerbate the difference between the rich and the poor until they're rioting in the streets, that's what's going to happen. We are not going down.
Okay.
The sacrifice of the poor will be remembered.
Oh my God. Oh, you're such a terrible person.
Okay, will we go down? There'll be a bear market, sure. But not before our socks get blown off, folks. Not before our socks get blown off. Okay, so sentiment online is massively negative. I mean, everywhere you look, it's doom porn everywhere about how the stock market is going to peak, right? This started before the stock market just got to all-time highs. Just so you know, 2 weeks ago, people were talking about how we're headed down to stock markets was off 50%. 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Trump tariffs, wars, or whatever, we're going down. We're at all-time highs. ATH, folks. All Tom Hartman. That's what we're at.
No, don't start that.
Let's just keep that in mind. The reason I keep pushing on this point is that I've lost so much money thinking that I'm going to call the top and things are going to roll over. Things are bad. Okay, I think they're going to roll over in 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 months. Then it takes 2 years for it to happen. And I'm right 2 years later. Don't be like me, folks. Don't be like old Tom. Before, Tom didn't have the eyes of the oracle. Now he does. Pour one off for the homies. Pour one off for the homies. So the only way we're going to go down is when everyone is in. Okay?
Okay.
That's the only time that's happening. We are still net short. Can I just repeat that? The Bitcoin market is moving up while everyone is net short. They're selling billions of dollars worth of the thing, and it's still going up, buddy. Okay, so once the shorts are done shorting, and then they get liquidated, then the longs will get in. We'll get a blow off top. We'll get to 150,000, 200,000, 50 Bitcoin. And what you're going to hear it here first, people. What they're going to say is, we didn't see this coming. Irrational markets, spirit animals, this is crazy, unbelievable. That's what they're going to say. And I want you to come back to this video and go, Tom was calling it every step of the way. Sorry. Sacred Prophet was calling it every step of the way. When I speak for the Lord of liquidity, it's Sacred Prophet. When I make mistakes, I'm Tom Hartman. It's okay. I throw myself on the pyre.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
I'll be the one. I'll be the one.
Have we wrapped up the previous week?
No, one last thing for the previous week. All right. So the week is ending now. We had the 3 greens, yellow, dip into reds, and now green again. Okay? So the bias is to the upside. That's what we saw that's what our last week is telling us. The bias is for the upside. I was hoping maybe we might get a pullback to 105.5 or even down to here, the daily level at 102.4. Doesn't look like it's happening. You can tell because of you see all these wicks here from the week pass? It means that we're in this tight range where we're consolidating sideways, and it's super, 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 super tight. This range for Bitcoin is what? This has been a 2% range. It was just so tight. So this is a coiling. And you see how this yellow line is coming up above here? Mm-hmm. This is signaling that what we've seen for the past week is a preparation for an explosion. All right, so let's talk about next week coming up. A bunch of things are happening for next week. One, I think we might get a pullback here into the weekend over here. We'll see what happens over there. In fact, you guys will remember that the first day of the week, generally speaking, the price moves opposite to where we'll go the week after for the week, right? Not all the time, but often. So if we take a look at the past over here, we had last week the price fell down over here and then went up. Whereas over here, the price over here went up and then down. The week before, we went up and then down. Okay? Doesn't happen all the time. It happens pretty often. I should do the calculations to see how often that happens, but it happens pretty often. All right. That's it. I gave you guys the prices to get in at. You can make tons of money. You don't want to do it. Don't know what to tell you. Go to sacredprofit.com if you want to be one of the acolytes. Go ahead and join. If you're really good, you'll be one of my disciples. But that's not going to be free. But until then, I want to wish you guys a great week. Watch out for the pullback on Monday. We're going out, baby. Where the river flows free. I only carry the flag.